This is round 3 now. We have TTV against PsyDunks, and if you're wondering who Mazo is, that's not the Mazo from Brazil, that is Otter. I still don't know why they have like these 3 names sometimes.
I mean, we've all talked. Anyone who's cast Pokemon Unite, we all hate your names. Stop with your names. Be your name already. Could you imagine if people tuned into a CrisHeroes stream every day and it was some new name?
That would be way too much.
And can you imagine all the questions you would get, Chris? Are you ready to answer every single question?
Wait, somebody want to be a Dodrio here? 1 second. A draft. Like, okay, Kendall. All right. Chandelier. Oh, we got it.
Chandelure is making some waves today, ironically.
Yeah. I mean, that's something I've been wanting to, like, I think it's so strong. It's terrible to play in speedsters or things that dive you, but once that doesn't exist, Meanlook Umbreon as well, they have Meanlook and Gravity. They just got picked away the slow. I just like how the anti-fun buttons are like the first 3 Pokemon that are being picked. Umbreon, Clefairy, Slowbro, all the anti-fun buttons ready to go.
Here we have the Dodrio right here, and Lutano locking in the Sylveon. The chat saying go Lutano, and then right after that comment, let's not forget that CrisHeroes beat Lutano in the past.
Exactly.
So let's never ever forget right here. Actually, Lutano's been a huge fan of Sylveon for a long time.
Yeah, he has been. He's an incredible Sylveon player from last year as well already, right? I think it has been a long time. So yeah, Lutano's great on Sylveon. But Dodrio, interesting, like into Blastoise, Slowbro. But I guess the rest is quite fine to deal with. Short Power is probably going to be his thing as well. So
if you play this Dodrio, I mean, you could still play it with Drill Peck, but if you play this Dodrio with Tri-Attack, it absolutely devours Gardevoir and Espeon. It's just so incredibly mean into it. So I love seeing the bird out here. Obviously, the developers are nerfing me with this Dodrio, but Vin says he's still going to bring it out. So I love to see that. Have you gotten any target nerfs recently, Chris?
I always get target nerfed.
Oh,
always.
So sad.
Always.
Oh, wait, that's right. Liquidation Inteleon.
Yeah, Liquidation Inteleon. Mewtwo X, Mewtwo Y. Yeah. I always get targeted on my favorite Pokemon.
They're really going after you, man. It's so sad to see.
I don't know. It's always like Zacian as well. Lapras.
Oh, I loved Zacian.
Yeah, me too. So.
Loved it.
There we go. After.
PsyDunks game number 1. Obviously, I'm pumped to see the new TTV roster just announced on Twitter.
Yes.
We got Pika Diff joining the crew. No more Zugrug, no more Celestial on the team. We got Vin hopping on to TTV. Of course, the mainstays, Inder, Otter, Lutano. This is TTV, the ones who won regionals in dramatic fashion. The great hope of North America in season 1.
Exactly. And it should be the roster for UCS, so we're going to see... I mean, they already played together before tournaments, but now it's actually official that these 5 are going to be together for the UCS season. So that's going to be very hyped to see what they can do. We have some jungle sharing going on. As well, every time you have an EV somewhere in one team, the jungle is going to get shared.
Which is such just another great reason why these EVs are just so incredibly powerful. First Espeon that we've seen of today, right? Pretty sure. I mean, there's that stored power. Jeez, following it up with that sure hit to get the big KO early. Nice stuff.
But it's interesting that Lutano didn't share jungle, right? He's still stuck on level 3 now, so that's kind of a bit of the difference here. Espeon is level 4 already, Lutano's stuck on level 3, so has to wait for the Baltoy to spawn, maybe to get level 4, but now Vin's already very strong though, and it's going to be Tri-Attack.
It is going to be Tri-Attack, but man, stored power is one of the most annoying counters to this.
Yeah.
It just is able to chase it down. Beautiful slows there from the Espeon, as this Espeon is already taking over this match. TTV in a little bit of trouble here in this top path. We do have the Hyper Voice out here, and they did get enough to at least let Inder evolve right there, and they're going to continue this fight. Looking possibly for this Squirtle, looking possibly for Espeon. Dodrio is back, able to pick up 2. Gonna turn that into a triple. Let's go.
That was a massive boost auto attack, and he's gonna get himself 3 KOs now. Very back and forth though. Of course, we also had PsyDunks getting some KOs in, but TTV will be victorious out of this. 23 points going for Dodrio. Also some for which person is the top lane? Clefable. Are gonna be quite happy about it. Pikachu going very aggressive right here now with the mean look, or being available. And it's always quite funny, though, that foul play still is the higher win rate build, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
See it.
we don't see it because annoying builds always take precedent. Like Icy Wind is better than Spear almost all the time, but who wants to juggle your moves when you could just, you know, auto hit them for half their health?
That's a fair point. Level 7 as well now for the Chandelure. Is going to do a lot of damage right here. Espion rocking up very far. It's going to hit by the Imprison, actually. No Poltergeist, which I'm quite surprised about. I feel like in this game especially you want to go for a Poltergeist instead. But they're just going for all the anti-farm buttons. Mean Look into Imprison. You can't do anything about it, I guess, here. Eldegoss locked up as well into the Snarl. So much CC on the side of TTV as they pick down Eldegoss as well.
And I mean, think of how beautiful that Mean Look into a flamethrower with Hyper Voice as well. The Hyper Voice just shredding their special defense. This is such a nice combo here for TTV.
Hyper Voice and Chandelure pretty much makes Chandelure do true damage, doesn't it? He also appears a special attack, special defense being reduced by Hyper Voice. So Chandelure's flamethrowers are going to deal a lot of damage. But yeah, I feel like the Poltergeist, especially into Espion and Gardevoir, would be a bit better. I don't know what he's worried about, or what he wants to lock down with the Imprison.
Yeah, what does he want to lock down? I mean, maybe just Slowbro, making sure that once it's in, it's not able to hit with another Surf or something like that. But usually Surf's into the fight. Either way, they're cleaning some stuff up with this combination right here. It's looking very good for TTV in this bottom path. Nice Unite move from Espion, but it doesn't get much done as they pick up a double KO on the Candle. They're going to start Regirock right now. All the while, Dodrio's just hanging out in the top path, getting all of their stacks early. Regirock down under half right now. Candle's able to secure this pretty easily if they pick up a couple of KOs, and it looks like they do.
Yeah, Chandelure able secured. Otter here with the secure on the flamethrower, going forward as well. But yeah, it's going to just be Mean Look. After Mean Look is over, you get imprisoned, so I guess you just can't play the game. They don't have Gravity this game, because Gravity doesn't make a lot of sense. Going up what they're up against. Dodrio also with the flank now. Jump Kick. They actually have the Jump Kick tri-attack. Jumping over, getting 2 more KOs for the team. They're going to break the goal right here. 37 points and 40. Going to the bank of TTV as they take down this first fight. But I guess it's just a lot of CC. You do Mean Look into Imprison, into Follow Me, and you just say have fun, good luck if you don't have full heal, right? I mean, it's just how it is.
Yeah, just a really, really cruel combination. Pikadiff gonna run some points in here. This bottom goal, we actually see Ender walking up, seeing if that's a possibility. Now that multiple team members are coming on over, they're just gonna go ahead and moonlight their way out of this. 4 members right now of PsyDunks moving towards this bottom path right here. We're gonna see if they want to make a fight happen, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to do too much into TTV.
And Vin is so strong right now, level 12 already in Dodrio. The highest on the right side is just level 9 Blastoise, who just barely hit it. As Slowbro might get taken on right here. Next Mean Look will be up very soon. Hyper Voice doing a lot of damage. And Cap will also fall. So Dodrio is having the time of his life right now. And we have Lutano charging forward. One Hyper Voice almost getting Gardevoir fully. Gardevoir could look for a Night Move right here. Lutano has to be a bit careful. Of course, he can jump over it if he wants to. There's him coming out. Pikadiff actually the one jumping over it. And it's going to run down onto the second goal zone. 23, 25 points going in. Slowbro, maybe a bit too late. Snarl the shield is going to give Pikadiff a life. Lutano just running over the Gardevoir into the enemy side of the map. And TTV looking very dominant right now.
Yeah, TTV looking insane right here. You would think they drafted Serena because this is an absolute stomp, Chris. I mean, 294 to 23, and you're just seeing the combination from TTV here looking insanely mean. They've got the Mean Look. You combo that right into the Flamethrower and Hyper Voice. As you said, you're essentially doing true damage onto these enemy Pokemon with one of the greatest burst moves inside of Unite right now. They can't get away from it, and all the while, they have just left this 3-headed bird in the top path to farm insane amounts of XP.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Buster from earlier as well, who had like no damage, but just stayed top lane all game, putting so much pressure now, just diving onto Gardevoir as well. And Vin is just controlling this Dodrio beautifully. Every boost auto attack is landing. Perfect full heal as well on the Blastoise. And this is just watching good Dodrio players is absolutely incredible. The way they maneuver this Pokemon, this is why it just keeps getting, like, it's always so strong, because good players just make it look so much more broken as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. It's one of those Pokemon that when you understand it, it's a lot like Zoroark. When you see a beautifully played Dodrio, it feels like, I mean, what can you do against it? As you were talking about in that fight, every time you land that boosted, full sprint gauge attack on Dodrio, you're lowering the cooldowns of your moves, which is why you're seeing more jump kicks, which is why you're seeing more boosteds. And when you play it right, you're just dancing around the enemies.
What I'm seeing is that Dodrio needs even more nerfs. Would you agree with that, Jake?
Yes. I would love it. Please nerf it again.
I know you do. Lutano might be caught right here, but there's no Slowbro. No, Slowbro Knight is not up right now. Jumping over, taking 4 members here with a lot of damage. But so far, they can't really take him down. Now the flamethrower damage is coming through as well. Blast is dropping low in HP. Hyper Voice is going to take him down most likely. Guard Warrior completely missing, sadly. And now we have Vin also joining the party, looking for Edigos, trying to eject button away, but the flamethrower will be able to follow up. Another 2 KOs right here for the Chandelure. Triple KO indeed, as Gardevoir might be falling next to Jump Kick. Is barely going to miss this time. Can they somehow take Dodrio down? Simon's going to land an Ind actually getting taken down right here. Lutan dropping, but the flamethrower damage. It's a level 14 Chandelure already, not even with Rayquaza being up. He's almost level 15, doing so much damage. They're trying to run forward. Imprison landing. There's another flamethrower coming through, stuck in the Imprison. They're trying to run for their lives as they try to maybe take the Lutano, but doesn't look that they can. Surf going against the mean look wall. Can't get out of it. We have Vin diving in as well again. And yeah, I mean, they're standing no chance right now, the PsyDunks.
Let me tell you, something that NA seems to have figured out that was different from EU is Chandelure. We saw a little Chandelure, but now we've seen back-to-back games between TTV and Luminosity where they have a level 15 candle at Ray. Ray is dropping here in 10 seconds. TTV is up by almost 300 points. They're in this amazing position where they don't need to do anything. They just have to just sit back, let their opponents make a mistake, hit them with flamethrower after flamethrower. It literally took half of Eldegoss's health.
Slowbro's down, most likely. And Slowbro already dropping solo HP, has to try and Unite move right here just to live. Takes another flamethrower to the face, into Imprison. Already down, Meanlock landing onto Espeon. And now we just have Wind diving in onto Gardevoir as well. Jump kicking over, Trade Tech, boost auto attack. And I think it's just going to be full on ace. Blastoise falling up next. And it's only one left standing, the support. It's going to get taken down, Trade Tech, boost auto attack. And Vin is just controlling this Dodrio just perfectly.
What an insanely great match for TTV. I mean,
now we have 16 KOs on on the Chandelure. 60 KOs, how much damage? 120k? Let us see it.
16 KOs, do the math. 150,
close.
I guess. Oh,
5,000 off, 4,000 off. Close.
Wow.
Heading into our second draft, we have a double Leafeon ban. Both teams don't want to deal with this Pokemon. And I do get it.
I do get. People are asking if you get it. Is that what they're saying? Do you get it?
No.
All right. Here we go. Let's take a look. We got Umbreon picked first. No team wants to deal with Leafeon, just as you mentioned, as we have 2 picks on the way over here for TTV, and they are prioritizing that candle.
Maybe they just know that Meanlook and Shendu is the combo now? Is that something that's going to happen in this tournament? They're going to pick it away, do not play against it?
It could be. I mean, look, Flamethrower is so incredibly powerful.
It's kind of like so Future Sight Gardevoir, but just better, so...
Yeah, because it's instant. It's your secures are so good. Your last hitting is so good. As soon as you hit 5, you're just an incredible secure tool. And they have 2 insanely mean level 5s right now on the side of TTV with Buzzwole and Clefable. Pikachu being picked up. We're actually seeing a decent amount of Pika here in NA. I think given the comp they're playing into, this has to be Mage Pika.
Yeah,
unless they're worried once again about Dodrio. But I'm guessing this is Mage Pika.
I think it's just to try and counterplay the Chandelure, because it kind of stands still when moving in with Flamethrower, so try to outrange it a tiny bit. I could see it. Glaceon right here I feel like looks pretty terrible, I have to say. I really don't like it. Can't really basic attack, because Buzzwole, Wigglytuff, Q-Charm exists, so it can't really... But Icy Wind could be a way to go right here. I would like to see Icy Wind. If he goes for this Glaceon, I think I would prefer to see an Icy Wind, because Icy Spear, you can't really auto-attack the enemy team. Let's think a bit. Are they going to go Defender? I guess going to be main Defender Wigglytuff?
Yeah, that's going to be their Defender. Lutano hovering this Espeon right now, and they are locking it in for this match. They're not bringing that Sylveon back out. We've got, you know, the amazing defense shredding from the side of this Wigglytuff, and Lutano's actually going to take over the candle this one.
I'm surprised that they didn't go maybe for another melee or something. But yeah, alright, so Wigglytuff has to do a lot of tanking, which I think it can right now. You have Guard, you also have Focus Band, you have the Unite move, you have help from Inder, but still, they have to be very fast. But I guess that's their second choice, right? So you have Meanlock for the Flamethrower hits, or you have Sing. Sing also reducing special defense, combined with Flamethrower, stunned, like, it's so much damage.
35% special defense being lowered if you hit the Sing, which is truly insane. I mean, imagine you hit that and then you Psybeam, or like you said, you Flamethrower. It's just going to absolutely rip these teams apart. I've been excited to see some Wigglytuff, because I do think these buffs are actually pretty solid for it, especially when you don't see an Umbreon on the other side. And right now, you do see an Umbreon on the other side, which is a weird position for Picadiff to be in. Basically, every time Picadiff uses a Unite move, if that Umbreon Unite moves right away, they just stole Wiggly's Unite. So we're going to have to see how they want to play this. It's the best. It's like the biggest counter inside of Pokemon Unite is Umbreon's Unite into Wiggly's.
It's for sure a bit of a mind game. And I feel like Umbreon wins because Wigglytuff Unite has more impact. So if Umbreon is just there and be like, yeah, you can't Unite move, and I'm not going to Unite move, then it's still kind of win, I feel like, with Umbreon. At least that's how I feel about it.
I would happen to agree with you. Yeah. I mean, it feels like you just took a Unite move away from the enemy team. At any time they use it, you might have just played an Uno reverse.
Yes.
Just taken so much value from them.
Exactly. Also, I feel like the Umbreon is going to get targeted this game, though. I feel like there's going to go for the Umbreon every single time it walks up. It's going to get Sing, taken down by Stored Power and Flamethrower. It's going to be very careful. Electro Ball landing here. Pikachu already Focus Band is going to be gone. But we have level 4 Evolution already for Otter. It's going on the Espion this time. Wind almost going down right here, but the shield of the goal will be enough. Also, Edgar's having to eject button away. They're not respecting the level 4 Glaceon gank. And yeah, the top path of TTV is going to be a bit behind now.
Yeah, they're going to be a little bit behind. I'm surprised to see Electro Ball. It doesn't feel like you'd play Electro Ball into the top. I feel like you'd Thunderbolt, but
yeah, I would agree. I don't see a reason for seeing a target Pikachu in this game, I have to say.
No, I mean, what? I guess if you hit Candle, if it gets low, obviously, but yeah, it feels like a Thunder game.
You should never reach it, though, right?
Say that again?
You should never be in range of Chandelure with Electro Ball, right? So
yeah. Gosh, look at these flamethrowers, man. They're just pushing onto this goal zone with them. Hitting another flamethrower. Superpower is now here. Hitting another flamethrower. 2 go down right here. Candle is doing it in North America. Burning bright, baby, as they head into the enemy central area. This is what's known as an invade, Chris. You can do it on your own central area or the enemies.
Oh, really? On the enemy as well? That's... Oh, I thought you could only invade your own team. I see what you mean.
No, you can do it on the enemies too.
Oh, wow. Okay. And not just Otter being able to hit those flamethrowers, Lutano as well. I mean, if you have 2 Chandelure players as well, why not? And
jeez.
Level 7 as well ready for the Espion. There's the thing coming in. Actually, Psyshock. Well, it used to be also something that got played, right? Sing into Psyshock. Used to for sure be a thing we saw maybe like 1.5 years ago.
Yeah. I think Sing into Psyshock Psybeam could be devastating. Like, so much damage. It could be incredibly powerful right here. We're just gonna have to see if they can really nail some good Sings, because the Wigglies we saw earlier were not able to make enough big plays happen with Sing. This is interesting. Risky. I'm very surprised they're going for this right here. They could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they had no vision on the enemy team. Now 3-man SP Unite move coming in as well. They're going to try to drum down. Nice Psyshock landing there as well. 2 KOs. Yeah, that was very... I don't know what they thought, that TTV is just completely gone. But you have no vision on the enemy team. That is very... For Glaceon to walk up for like 4 points as well seems very risky. And they're going to lose 2 members instantly. And now we have a level 9 for Chandelure. Of course, they did lose the Espen Unite, but I don't think it matters too much. Because PsyDunks are so far away from their own Unite moves. So, in the end, it's really not going to matter.
Yeah, it looks like things are going very well once again for TTV as they get ready for this fight here at Registeel. You could have Wiggly turn on the enemies right here as they continue to chip it up. That's exactly what they're doing. Candle's following it up. Big flamethrower after the Sing. Picks up a massive KO. Just an easy 1-2 punch right there. Registeel getting low. They have the secure tool at any moment that they need, and they are able to pick it up with Espion.
Everything is just a KO now. So it's really tough. Finds the sleep on someone. It's just results in instant KO. It's like so difficult to deal with. At least Umbreon is able to kind of outplay with a Snarl. Unstoppable. Sometimes. Buzzwole flying up as well, looking for the 1v1 KO, and he does get it on Blastoise. 39 points. Again, Win just on top side. Playing his own game pretty much and dominating.
Jeez, if you weren't a fan of TTV before, you might be after this series, because holy, they're looking great. I mean, I just love seeing what they're bringing to this game, too. There you go. Sing right into a dazzling gleam into a sky beam. Oh, that's such a gross combination right there.
It really is. Are they going to break the goal right here, or are they going to leave it up for now? The thing is, like, if you already broke top path goal, and if you break bot path goal just shortly after, you're just going to have never experience again. And that's exactly why they decide not to break it right now. Because Espion and Chandelure will be able to get every single last one on bot path for like the next 2 minutes anyways, so no reason to really break it.
You know, you see a lot of teams now, I feel like, I saw more and more, I feel like teams are aggressively breaking goals this season. At least that's what it's looked like to me. But TTV has always played this very patient style of keeping that bottom goal zone up and keeping a massive secure tool down there and just continuing to out-level their opponents. If this is vintage TTV, as it looks like Otter in a little bit of trouble right here, being pushed on this pass with 3. Here comes Pikadiff trying to stop this. The Sing doesn't put anyone to sleep, but we do have the defense now. The Electro Ball is not able to find a KO. Meanwhile, this top path Reggie goes right in. Buzzwole cleaning it up along with this Chandelure as the points go in for TTV.
How did it just walk in? Wasn't Blastoise still there before he went down? I think the Regieleki just walked right past Blastoise and walked into the goal. But you know, TTV now with a huge lead, 200 points already. Now they're going to try to break the goal with either Espeon or Eldegoss. But maybe if PsyDunks can defend right here. Pika very deep right now is probably going to get sacrificed. Can they take him down? The thing's going to be there to move speed. Actually, we have no. Instead, we have Glaceon getting sniped down by the other evolution. As we now have the Reggie on bot path also getting started by TTV. Win with a 2-level lead again on top path. Just smacking around the Blastoise. Gonna reset right here, another superpower, this time getting surfed on. And I think Pikachu doesn't have enough damage. No, not even close.
Nice secure there, obviously. We didn't get to see it from PsyDunks, but we had a Clefable secure, which could mean, you know, a Hyper Beam, Hydro Pump, close comp, some sort of Unite move secure, possibly from the side of our purple team, as we have TTV looking to make something happen here in the bottom path. The Icicles continuing to rain in. We have Ender using the Unite move in response to make sure that he can heal up Lutano, and Lutano stays in this fight. We still have the massive special attack damage raining in as Buzzwole comes down to the bottom path. Blastoise Unite move, it's going to get picked up here in 1 second by this Buzzwole. As soon as that muscle gauge charges, they grab it for a double KO, and there is a big 50 points into that bottom goal. Once again, almost 300 points for TTV.
Yeah, and Otter just hitting Psyshock after Psyshock as well, even without any setup. So, I mean, he's an excellent player. And I think, does he still play on Joy-Cons? I think he does. I
think it was a bit of a controversy at Worlds because he was upset about something. So I'm guessing he's probably still on the Joy-Cons. But I'd switch off it if you plan on making the world stage again.
I mean, if it works for him, if he doesn't feel comfortable playing on the Joy-Cons, right? Might as well stick to it. So yeah, that's for sure interesting. Clefable now 26 points going in. Trying to defend right here. Espeon Unite's only hitting actually 1 on the Clefable. Could be a good team fight for PsyDunks right here. But Clefable completely missed the close combat. Then all the fight might be turned. Flamethrower has arrived. Trying to take down one Blastoise going forward as well. Glaceon Unite on the ground. Trying to slow him down a bit. And actually PsyDunks rocking out of this team fight. Surprisingly. I really thought they would go down right here.
They are Thunderbolt Electro Ball?
Yeah. Yep. Maybe Electro Ball was a misclick. It could be.
Oh, well, I'm not happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bull Tackle is useless here, though. So
yes, no, I totally agree.
Thunderbolt makes sense, Electro Ball doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very confusing. But fair enough, they've got Thunderbolt, Electro Ball. I feel like Mage Pika does make a lot more sense into this enemy team comp. They're going to push this Regieleki towards the top path. They can just kind of let this walk here. They can put some pressure on it. They definitely don't need to overextend here as they're so far ahead on points already. They just need to put themselves in position once again to try to win a massive fight here at Ray. They held them really well last time. This Regice is going to help them do just that. TTV is in kind of, you know, a power position where you don't really see a way for them to lose without a massive mistake on their end.
Exactly. They have to make a massive mistake. Otherwise, I mean, there's no chance. At these points, it's always not about the team that's losing trying to win. It's about the team that's ahead trying to lose. Pretty much. That's the only way this game can still be decided the other way around, as they're gonna try to actually let them walk in right here. I think Millennium requires they can maybe just burst it down, but so much flamethrower damage already. Umbreon now eject buttoning forward onto Lutano, who's trying to eject button away as well. Fight's breaking out, Glaceon lockdown. There's already 2 instant KOs. Blastoise trying best with a huge Unite move as well, but they're just too far behind. I don't think it's gonna matter. And now they have no DPS left. It's just the defenders running away to tail the tail, but looks like Rayquaza will be going down right here to TTV. And yeah, I mean, that's right, but in the team fight, even Espeon Unite was still up, Really Tough Unite was still up. So the fight was even close after all.
I love the play there from TTV. I feel like not enough teams take Ray when it's time to win the game, even though they're already winning. They're gonna win the game, but it just takes away the only possible win condition from your opponents. Taking Ray, winning the game, putting more points on the board, looking amazing in their kind of real, you know, debut here right before UCS. The roster from TTV solidified, and man, they look incredible. Beautiful debut for them with Candle.
H0. Yep, Candle again.
In EU, or in our last tournament, which had a lot of EU and other teams, I feel like Leafeon was the story. Right now, Candle is just setting the world on fire. 135,000
damage from the Chandelure. Yep, strong Pokemon.